Okay, it's Al here.
Not yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hello.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are coming live from. It is happening again on Wednesday in the sunny Pretoria in South Africa. We are back again, Yvonne and Elsa talk show. And today we've got our two guests. I will first like them to introduce themselves to you. Can you start, Al?
Yep. So my name's Alzure. I've been on the show about 3 or 4 times now, and it's good to be back.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we've got our little guest here again. Can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you're coming from. My name is Int'L Rapudi. I'm coming from the sunny Pretoria in South Africa. I am 9 years old.
Wow, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you. Yes, today we are here to share with you an interesting topic on how to have the right or proper tools for you to can be able to reach your goals. By the way, I hope we all remember what the goal is. A goal is that burning desire in you that you want to achieve and you think that it's worth it for you to have it. So, my friends, can you say what a goal is?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming, especially to our two guests, Alture and our little beautiful princess. I am so happy that you are back here again, and I'm grateful because this is to encourage a lot of kids out there to know that they can do exactly what you guys are doing. You're teaching your fellow friends and students out there so that one by one they can begin to register to come on this show and let us share together, teach one another how we can do things. Yes, goals are very important in our lives. Like my friend says, it is that burning desire in you, something that you have in you that you want to really do, you want to achieve so bad. And when that thing has that burning desire in you, it is telling you that it is something that you were born with. It is something that God gave it to you. You got to respect it. You got to find a way on how to write that goal down. There's a way to how they can teach you on how to write the goal so that you can begin to work little by little, taking little steps towards achieving that goal. It is very important that we write down our goals. Thank you.
Al, can you say something?
Is he
Al,
there?
can you hear me?
Al? Oh. Hmm.
I think
Well,
we've got a network glitch over there. What are the tools that will help all of us to achieve our goals? Number one, is to have clarity about your goals. Have clarity. What is it that you will say it's your goal? And once you have that, stick to it. Keep your head in the game and your eyes on the ball. My friend, do you agree with me when I say that?
no, it is very true. Very true. Without a clear cut direction on anything that we want to do in life, we cannot even get close to achieving it. It's like somebody driving a car, they want to reach to a certain destination, but they have not really taken directions or Google to get a map on how to get to where they are going. They're just driving around, going to nowhere. They end up not going to their destination. They're wasting their time, they're wasting their energy, and they're not getting closer to anything. So it is so important that those goals are stated so clearly in writing. not just by word of mouth, in writing. You put it in writing so plain that you can read it wherever you are. Like the greatest book of wisdom says, write it so very clear on a piece of paper so that whoever is passing by, that don't mean that everybody has to read your goal. It means that when you write it clear on the paper, there is something that comes with writing. It sticks in your head, it's in your mind, it's in your heart, and you begin to work towards it. You talk about it, pray on it before you go to bed. You get up in the morning, you talk about it, you pray on it. But you have to state it so well. So we advise that kids should seek to learn how to write down your desires, your heart desires, your goals. I totally agree, and thank you for that first start clear-cut contribution, because it is so clear that before we start doing anything, no matter what it is, we have to be very clear.
Oh, yes, and I resonate with you on that, my friends. You know, after clarity, we have to write them down. Write your goals down, and please don't leave it out there. After writing it, you have to behave like the thing that you want is already happening in you. And you have to act like the person that you want to become. And again, even your thinking, your positive mindset, your mental attitude has to be one that is so positive. And I see there's a question that says, what is the goal? We've mentioned earlier before that a goal, it is that burning desire in you that you want to achieve in life. And that thing, you feel that it is worthy for you to have it. And the second question was, what kills the goal? The thing that kills the goal to be achieved is when you lack interest along the way and then you throw off your goal. So after you are clear about your goal, you have to be within, be on top of your goal. You have to persist until you succeed. And even if people might say, why worry about this thing? Leave it because it's difficult. Don't listen to them. Because someone's opinion of you, especially when it comes to decision making, does not have to define your destiny, does not have to define the person who you are. It does not have to define your success. And you've got to stretch. Take it away, my friend. Take it away.
Yes, these points are so very important. You see, a lot of frustration comes in societies, in our communities, in families, because people are frustrated about their lives because they don't define what is it that they want to do in life. They don't define what is it that really define who they are. What is it that they came on this earth to do? Each and every one of us has been blessed with something, and that is what we call a goal. We call a goal. A goal, like we said before, it is that burning desire in you. Something is in you. The thing might come in maybe confusing. You don't know what it is. You don't know how to bring it out, but it is there in each and every one of us. It is there. So you have to find a way. Ask questions. Look for people who can bring that goal out in you. Help you write down that goal so that you can achieve it. Yes, a lot of times people, they don't know what to do with their goals. Why? Because when you write down a goal, number one, it has to have a time frame that you want to achieve that goal. You need to have a time frame. You really need to, like my friend said, when you write down that goal, you stick to it. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter. Failure is part of achieving your goal, is part of success. It doesn't matter who says what, who doesn't say what, or who thinks what. Even your parents, because sometimes You might be doing something and your parents think that, oh, you're wasting time or you're doing that. No, understand that they are saying it from their own perspective and understanding. Because if they know, they will not tell you that you're wasting time. They will try to help you, nurture you, so that you achieve that goal. And don't be distracted, because you will have friends or maybe peer pressure. They'll say, oh, look at you fail at it. Look at what you did is not good. It doesn't look beautiful. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to look beautiful in the eyes of other people. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. You who is your master craftsman, you know why you're doing those things. You know why you're beautiful. So somebody is asking, is there any difference between goals and dreams? Yes, your dream, not so much of any great difference. When you dream, you start dreaming about something. That dream comes out of your goal, because you start fantasizing about something that you want to do. It comes to you all the time in such a way that wherever you go, maybe you're walking, you're daydreaming, or you're sleeping, it comes to you over and over. It is part of that goal, that gift that is buried deep down in you, that is called your goal. And like I said before, like my friend said, don't worry about who says what. Focus. Keep your focus on what you're doing. Write it every morning. You get a little book, write it down. What you're going to do for that day towards that goal. 1, 2, 3. The first 2 or 3 important things of the day, you must work towards it. We do the same. Me and my friend, we have goals every day because we work as partners. We must achieve those goals every day. Isn't that what we do?
Yes, it is, my friend. It
Yeah.
is.
So
Yeah, thank you
let's
so
give
much.
a chance. Maybe we give a chance for these young entrepreneurs and CEOs and presidents to contribute.
Yes, Al, let us hear from you, please. Is there a
Yeah.
difference between a goal and a dream?
Um. I don't. Yeah. No. There's not much. I mean, I guess for a dream, it's what you. It. I guess the dream is your ultimate goal. As just as for goals, they are still very good, but it's not your dream. It's not something that you actually dream of. Your dream is your ultimate goal, if I'm not wrong.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, a dream. Remember that each and everything starts with an idea. So before you can have clarity about your goal, you first need to dream about it. You'll be fantasizing about it. And after that process is then that you'll be able to identify what your goal is all about. And these goals, they have to be very, very huge. It has to be something that scares you. And for you, because I saw there was a question that says, how do you achieve your goals? For you to achieve those goals, you have to break them into smaller goals for you to be able to achieve them. And when you achieve them, no matter how small your achievement might be, celebrate and congratulate yourself. And when you are done with the first part of the goal, erase it from your vision board. Erase it from your vision board. Remember, all goals have to be written down. And writing them down, it can be reflected in the form of a vision board, whereby you will see your goal always. And again, it can be written in a small paper to be kept inside your pocket, to be kept inside your purse or your handbag. When that goal is achieved, remove it and put up a new goal. This is how you will achieve your goals. Remember, it's something that is huge. It's not something that it's small, like you want to buy a car. No. If you want to buy a car, and you buying it for the first time, that can be a goal. But if you buy a car for the second time, that is no more a goal.
Mm.
A goal has to be something that you've never thought you will have in your life. That is a goal.
Yes, very true, very true. These points are very good points, and it's good to really emphasize this to our children, because a lot of children, those very vital things that they are supposed to be growing up with, they are not taught in school, maybe because of the time frame that the teachers have to teach in school, or for other reasons. But we as parents, we must take that time to teach our children that they should never be afraid to dream, and dream big. Like you said, dream so big that it will scare you. Because if it doesn't scare you, it means that is not even a goal. That is not even a big dream. Because our Creator says, is so happy with those who dream so huge, because there is nothing that He cannot make happen for us. Dream so big, even somebody says, oh, you come from a poor family. Oh, why do you think you're going to dream big? How do you going to achieve that? Don't worry. Focus your mind on what is it that you want to achieve, your goal. And like she said, you got to break them down, because Rome was never built in one day. Even the food that we eat, you don't just put food in your mouth and you swallow it without chewing. Everything that we do in life takes steps and processes. And it doesn't matter how long it's going to take you to achieve your goals. Don't worry. The how is not up to you. It is the doing. You are the masterpiece, the craftsman of your own goals. You focus on it. You make sure you achieve one thing for a day. Even if it doesn't go well, you have the right to come back and refine it and redefine it and look at it again, just like somebody is crafting, like a master craftsman. Look at it again and look and see what else you could add there. And you can upgrade it, or you can reduce it, you adjust it, make it flexible, so that you're creating avenues in which you can achieve your goals. Write it down. We can never overemphasize this point. Write your goals down, not on the phone. The phone is man-made. It can crash, it can do anything. But the moment you write it down, and you write it on the tablet of your heart and your head, nobody can take it from you. Please, please, please help other students in school. You who know how to write those goals, help your fellow students, your friends, because we are in this together. We were just helped. We didn't know what goals were, but we were helped. And that is why we can afford to talk about it, because we did the same. We were fantasizing, we dreamt about it, and it was so huge. We didn't know what it was. We wrote it down in our own way, but through the help of mentors and coaches, we were able to write it down the way it's supposed to be written. And those things are coming to us now. So we can't help but give and teach this to our children. Very, very important that we do that. So if anybody has something to say, they can go ahead and say it. Thank you.
I'll say.
Well, the only thing that comes to mind is a real life example that I have. So for me, I used to play football in high school, but currently I don't. And I'm going on into my third year of community college. And and for a lot of people at the point of being in their 20s, it's too late to play football if you haven't played it since high school. But then I got some comments saying, "Hey, you should play it." Like it wasn't a big deal at the time, but now I got comments saying, "Hey, you should walk onto a team," and that was even better because I did think about because I'm going to transfer to another university after this year, and and that gives me hope because I could certainly walk onto a football team if I want to, and I think that's what I'm going to do after this year in community college. So yeah, nothing is impossible, even if you join late.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Al. So now we are going to talk about the mental attitude as a way of helping us to achieve your goal. I'm going to give Buntle some time to come and explain to us here about mental attitude.
Positive mental attitude is important for your reaching. Positive mental attitude is important for reaching your goal because you will think positive about them.
Yes, thank you. She said positive mental attitude is necessary and it's very important for you to can reach your goals. Can you imagine if you are negative about everything, negative about life, negative about everybody, will you have goals in life? No, you will not have goals in life. So it is so important to have mental attitude as a way of reaching your goals. And your goal can be anything. It doesn't mean that we all have to become doctors. It doesn't mean that we all have to become cleaners. It doesn't mean that we all have to become singers. It can be playing of soccer. It can be baking. It can be cooking. Or it can be taking care of the little ones. That is your goal. And for each and everything that you do it to the glory of God. Do not doubt yourself thinking about what people might think or might say about you. Even if you're washing dishes, wash them to the glory of God, because God wants us to save. He saved. He saved, you know, he created heaven and earth. We are also his creators. Everything that is on earth, he's the one who created that. So without you having goals, ladies and gentlemen, it will be impossible for you to can live your purposeful life. Remember, we are messengers to this world. We've got to roam the symmetry of our potentials, our dreams, our goals, our talents and gifts. We don't have to take them to the graveyard or cemetery. We have to live full and to die empty. And what do I mean by that? You need to do what you've been sent to do to the world. Don't take them back. God gave us life. And what is it that you give back as a token of thank you? Let us be obedient. Let us follow his commands and see how our lives will drastically be changed. You know, you and me and my friends, we are born from ashes. We were fire bones. We were stone bones. We were unhappy. We were rejected. We were abused. We were unloved. But now, because of the grace and the mercy of God, we are the dancing queens in the rain. We are walking in the freedom. We are walking in the strength and the anointing of our God. So, it's possible with you. You can do that. Take it away, my friend.
It is very important. Very, very important, because everything that we do in life, kids, it comes from our mental attitude. It starts like a little pinch of idea, and then it grows a little bigger and bigger and bigger. I have heard it said, if you give enough people of what you want for your life, then you will begin to have what you want. That means you do not live life upon yourself only. You don't live life upon yourself. We were created as a whole, but with different gifts and different talents to impact ourselves, our families, and the world. And so, if you want to grow well with whatever it is that God gave you, you're going to have to help other people to also achieve their own. And that comes from having a positive mental attitude. You got to be positive. Nobody ever gets anywhere without having a positive mental attitude. And even those that have millions, if you do not have that positive mental attitude, those millions will mean nothing. You will be robbed of your happiness. You will be in mental institutions. You will get addicted to one thing or the other because we did not acquire our wealth with a positive mindset. And the positive mindset means you are also obeying the rules of nature. And the rules of nature is obeying God. Because without God, we will not be breathing now. Because without God, just like my friend said, we were bombarded all around, even as children, with all kinds of storm that no child should ever have to go through. But we went through, and we did not die. But we lived in the place where other people died. And we are alive today. That is the main reason why our mission to the world, especially for women and children, is to help build them up, is to help find out what is it that they can offer to help themselves, their families, and the world. How can they be happy? How can they get out of situations? Because storms in life comes in different ways. To some, it is abuse. To some, it's abandonment. To some, it is betrayal. To some, it might be an accident. To some, it's bullying in the place of kids who go to school. It's bullying. To some, it's discrimination. A lot of different storms, different hurricanes come against us today. But if these things do come your way, if you build up a positive mental attitude, you begin to understand that it is just that thing called life. In life, we can never be the same. We can be the same of the same mindset. One thing would differ from the other. One person would differ from the other. Somebody will maybe intentionally want to make you uncomfortable, look low on you so you think that you don't matter. Uh-uh. You matter. You were born for a reason. Everybody has a gift. Like my friend said, if you were born to sweep the streets like Michelangelo, sweep even way more than Michelangelo, sweep like nobody, you will go where nobody has ever gone, so that when you leave a track, you leave a trail, so that people will begin to follow you, not you following other people. So positive mental attitude, you don't have to, somebody annoys you, you don't have to respond quickly. But in the place where somebody wants to hurt you, that is when you defend yourself. Don't give ear to the negative chatter. That is why God gave us 2 ears to hear, to listen, and one mouth to talk less. Listen more, talk less, concentrate on your goal, because in the end, it is not the amount of talk that you talk or the amount of things that people throw against you. It is how you concentrate with a positive mindset on your goal that is going to matter. Then people will begin to look at, they will read about you, they will talk about you, and then you'll be right up there breathing the best oxygen in the world, not at the bottom where it's overcrowded. Don't listen to anybody, kids. Listen to what your heart is telling you, and that's what God is telling you to do. Very, very important. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you. Anything, Al? Any addition from your side?
Uh, yeah, like my mommy Bon said, don't don't let anybody get to you. It's happened to all of us. It's happened to me. But it's not a big deal what people say because, they're a lot of times, almost all the time, they're all bark and no bite. It means they just like to talk and not actually do anything to harm you. They're just using words. And even if they don't use words, don't let that, don't let it get to you, because in the end, you can do whatever you really want to do. And no matter what happens, if you can't do it now, I mean, because you can't always do it now, but you can always do it very, very soon. And there's always room for improvement, always. Like I always say, your potential is basically limitless. So it is harder to reach. You got to put in harder work the more you want to get better.
Wow.
Thank you,
Wow.
thank you, thank
Wow.
you so much, Al. And the other thing is, know that goals cannot be found in the comfort zone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so important. You have to get out of your comfort zone and follow your goals. Goals won't follow you. You have to follow them. You have to play the game. You have to be within. You have to keep the head in the game, your eyes on the ball. You have to stretch yourself no matter what. Be the no matter what type of a person, regardless of the circumstances that you are facing. And spend more of your time with your goals. Spend more of your time working on your goals. It is so important. Most of the time, we waste too much time. My friends, I hope you'll agree with me on that. When I say that we waste most of the time watching the television, we waste most of the time, gossiping. We waste most of the time looking into things that does not add value into our life. Am I right, my friend?
You are very, very correct with what you're saying, because we need to. I'm so happy that these children are here with us, and other people are also watching us. What matter is how you see yourself. Very important. That comment is a very important comment that somebody just sent in, that what matters is how you see yourself, not how somebody sees you, not how somebody describes you. It might be uncomfortable when somebody is saying things that are negative about us, because we are humans. But guess what? Those things don't matter. That person wants to distract you because they see you as a high potential, a high achiever. They want to distract you so you can be among their things. A lot of times that is what's true. We are watching negative news that does not take us to anywhere. And we base our judgment, we base all our feelings on what the television is telling us, without actually going into doing the research ourselves. And there is no need for negative TV. A lot of time you open the TV, you turn it on, they're talking about killings here, killings there, they are talking about this. They really don't talk about the things that will impact the lives of youths, the lives of the community. And for children in particular, and I've talked this with you too, Al, watching things that don't add value to your life on the phone is not going to take us anywhere, including us adults. It won't take us anywhere. We're wasting valuable time that we could have concentrated that time on our goals. We're watching things that have no use. Women, they sit and they talk about people, gossip. Oh, look at that one. Oh, look at this. Those things don't matter. What matter is you and the goals and the God that created you. When you know the direction of where you're going with your goals, whatever somebody says, you don't care. Just keep quiet. So long as they don't hurt you, you continue to do whatever it is that you before. You, I think it's 4x5 or 5x5 index card. Write your goals. What is it that you want? We got to teach you guys how to write them. You write it on there. side of it, you write any verse in the Bible of your choice. For us, I think we have ask and it shall be given to you. Search and you shall find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. Because everybody that asks, God gives. And if you ask with a very good heart and a very good mind, God always gives. Even when you don't even have just a little faith, God will give it to you. So you turn on the other side, you write it, and then every day before you go to bed, you can even put it under your pillow. You pull it out, you read it, you thank God for the day, for the achievement of the day, you put it back under your pillow. In the morning, you do the same thing, like your affirmation. You do that, and then you keep some in your car. When in the house, you can see it. You put it on there, and that is so important, very, very important. And another point, my friend, determination. Determination is very, very important. What do you have to say about determination?
Yes, like I have highlighted that once you have clarity about your goal, you have to be determined. Be the no matter what type of a person, regardless of the situation you find yourself to be, regardless of the circumstances you find yourself to be, you have to persist until you succeed. Don't let go because of people are telling you that you have been failing many a times. It doesn't matter. Failure is part of success. Failure is part of success.
Definitely.
Follow what you want. Do what you want and stick to it. That is determination. And you've got to evolve, If the approach that you are using is not giving you positive outcomes, throw your net on the other side. Don't let go of your goals. Throw your net on the other side and start to run. It's possible. Make it happen. Know that you are your master of your faith and the captain of your soul. And nobody must stop you. You have to become unstoppable. Know that you are enough. You are more than a conqueror. You've got abundance that have been given to us. You've got your birthright. Run after your goal so that you live a life of a purpose.
Yeah.
Anything else, Al?
Very, very important. Very, very important, children. What we're going to ask, two of you who are present here today to write your goal. This will be homework for you, Al and Bonte. Go home, write your goal, and really search within your soul, not just writing any kind of thing because you see other people doing it, or you say, oh, I want to be like my friend said before, I want to become a medical doctor. You write a goal based on that. No. What is it that your heart, your mind is telling you to do? Write that goal down. Get on a 5x5 index card. Write on the other side a verse from the Bible that will make you gravitate toward that goal. And if you don't know what to do, Elsa said, I am here. And there are other people too in the community that you can reach out with. And I am inviting all kids out there, all students out there, even parents, mothers. We need to start writing our goals, because if we don't write our goals, we just get up in the morning, we are busy, so busy, we get so tired, we are sweating, busy doing nothing, we're not following our goals. And if you don't follow those goals, you achieve anything. And another thing that can make you succeed with your goals is to read and to listen. Listen to motivational tips. Read motivational books. Read books that have resources in there that will build you up on how you achieve those goals. There are a lot of books out there. Think and Grow Rich is my friend who agree. There are a lot of books out there. You go motivational speaker, even like us, you can go to our websites, you will see things there that you can start building. And this is very important. We're not just talking. Very important. A lot of us, a lot of kids, a lot of adults, parents, they get so frustrated in life. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired because we wasted our valuable time doing things that were not valuable. Very early in the morning, that is when people have a clarity of mind to think and to do things. You have to be determined because if you don't take that determination and that decision that I will work on my goals the moment I get out of bed, I say my affirmations, I focus on that one thing that matters for that day. Then we are wasting our time. We don't want to see our children being frustrated because they don't know what they are doing in life. We are here to help, and we invite all other kids out there to come here and let's carry out the conversation for the sake of our beautiful children. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's hear from Al. Anything, Al?
Yeah, like my mom just said, people complain. Like for example, coworkers work like the job. Like, you know, you can't always be at a job forever, but also you can't complain about it because you signed up for this. Sometimes you don't have a choice, but still, uh, you can't just complain about it. I mean, I get it. A lot of bad things happen at work sometimes, but you can't just sit there and complain without doing something first, even if you have to still stay at the job for the time being. Because
Thank you, Al.
that, yeah, that won't help. That won't help anybody. If you complain about your bad situation, like just complaining without doing something, you got to take action first. You can't just sit there and point out the disadvantages without doing something.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I will ask Buntle to tell us something regarding the goals.
Have your goals written down and put them where you will see them every day.
Wow, she said have your goals written down where you will see them every day. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, your goals have to be smart. They have to be simple. They have to be measurable. They have to be attainable. They have to be reasonable. And they need to be tangible.
And have a time frame.
And have a time frame.
Yes.
And have a time frame. That is the formula about our goals. Thank you, my friend, for that.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. Yes.
Yes. I was wondering.
That is the formula about a goal.
Yes. I was wondering, I think these two kids that have been on this show for quite some while, quite some time now, they need to come out with something that they will prepare by themselves. Come out, and then we will be there. They can ask us questions so that we can be responding to those questions. It will come from their own perspective as children, and then they will be asking us those questions. They can talk about it. They ask us the questions, and then we can also talk about it. So it becomes very interactive, especially for children, because they learn. Everybody, not just children, they learn through interaction. Because I think the way these children are talking, they're doing a very fabulous job, and they know exactly what they are talking about. And I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Wow, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. And without any further ado, if you had goals and you left somewhere, pick up the pieces and continue. Don't give up on your dream life. Don't give up on your goals. Don't. Follow your goals. Follow your dream life for you to can do whatever you've been sent to do in this earth before you pass. Because most of us, especially some of talented people, they leave this place or the planet unrecognized. Why? Because they don't discover themselves. They don't make it a time to can discover what their goals are and to follow them. And even when they pass, nobody will notice that they were here. So I encourage you, leaders, ladies and gentlemen, build a legacy. Build a legacy for yourself, build a legacy for your family and your next generations to come and impact. Be a world changer. Be a world changer and do not compare yourself to the others. No, we are all unique in our own way, the way we have been created. It doesn't matter if my goal is talking and yours is about cooking, then you say, no, this is not a goal. It is a goal. Whatever you do, do it to the glory of God. I will repeat. It doesn't matter what you do. Do whatever you can with whatever you have and wherever you are, and do that to the glory of God. I've been seeing a comment here saying that a lion in South Africa is still the lion in Congo. And that is the real you. So this is to say that we don't have to be comparative. Don't compare yourself with me. And I don't have to compare myself with you either. No, because we are two different people. We are unique.
Yep,
we
that's
are
true.
unique, yes.
Yes.
And the other thing is, focus on doing the things that God wants us to do. Read the scriptures. Read the Bible, because everything is reflected in there. If you are a Muslim, read your Quran. Everything is written in there. And whatever is not there, don't practice them. If they tell you don't kill, don't kill. If they say don't steal, don't steal. Because they know the reason behind this. If they say don't tell lies, don't. We at times, we confuse ourselves. That is the reason why we lack in fulfilling our dreams. We focus more on things that does not want us. We entertain our time and our energy on things that does not add value into our lives. And when it comes to decision making, we tend to seek opinions from people in the outside circumstances. And instead of listening to your inner self, you obey those people's opinions. Why does it have to be like that? Where is your faith?
Yep.
Where is your faith?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. One thing that I wanted to say a little quick here is the pressure. Pressure is not just put on our kids in school, even in our homes. A lot of us, I know where I come from. I know where I've been, and I know where my friend comes from. They put pressure on the children to choose a certain career because they see other children, other families having those kind of children in their families. And from Africa in particular, they will pressurize you to be a medical doctor or to be an engineer or to be something just because they see other kids doing that. Because the tendency is, at the end of the day, if we don't help our children to choose what is it that they like, because we have to start watching our children from cradle, even from the stomach. What is it that you're reading or you're saying that your baby starts kicking in your stomach? And then when the child comes out, what is it that the child is always playing with, gravitating towards? Then we begin to watch, and then we know from the very, we take that time, because as parents, we must spend more than 60% of our time and more than 70% of our resources to nurture our children. And that way we'll begin to know. So that when that child chooses something that resonates with what he or she has been doing, we will easily pick up on that and don't have to pressurize that child that they were not created to do. And that's how we help them. Because a lot of times children are confused. We were children. We were confused too. Without the guidance of our parents, our mothers, we will not be here today. Me and you talking, Elsa. We will not be here today. They nurtured us, even though they didn't know, but they wanted us to live and to live happily. They wanted us to be successful and to succeed for others. And that is why we are here today. And above all, God kept us alive so that we can be here today sharing these tools, sharing this product with the world, with children, with mothers, so that they know. I keep saying mothers a lot of time because mothers are those who are always more than 90% of the time with the children. So we need to not put pressure on our children. A child can be anything, even if it comes to the fact that they are cleaning houses or they are cleaning toilet. If that is what they like, we nurture them, help them. There are different ways of doing things. Technology has brought us different ways to achieve and to do a lot of things. Let us not pressurize our children. Let us pray for them, guide them, protect them, and lead them. And children, listen to your heart's desires. Listen to what God is telling you. Listen, listen, listen. Thank you.
Yeah, and I have three things to say as well. So on the subject of families and kids, uh, yeah, don't put pressure. And I don't have siblings. I'm the only child at home with my mom, but it doesn't. It makes me a little bit unhappy when people play like do things in the family, such as like golden children, or favoritism, or like the least favorite child. I don't think that helps at all because I don't like being compared with others in that way, neither does anybody else. That's normal at least. So like treat all your children with equal respect. If one is behaving worse or needs more help, then you should be giving them more attention, not the so-called golden child. So that's a distraction from goals as well. And and the second thing is I don't know if you noticed, but there was a lot of big insects around me, and that gave me the idea for a metaphor. So you got dragonflies; those are the ones flying around me, but they haven't touched me, not one, and we got a bunch of them around me. The reason why pointing this out is because there is also mosquitoes and other small insects that like to actually bother me and touch me. Those are the ones that will distract you from goals. And then but you're not alone. You got the dragonflies to help you out and kill those unwanted insects in your life. And what was the third thing? Hang on.
Uh-huh. Okay, it will come. It will come.
Yeah,
Wow, thank you so much, Al. And I resonate with you on your facts. And the other thing, ladies, goals are to be treated as private as it belongs to the owner. Why am I saying this? Should a person ask you what your goal is, they are able to talk it out of yourself. They will discourage you. They'll be so negative and they will blow your goal away. So whenever a person asks you, do you have a goal? Just say, I never thought of making one. Do not share your goal with anyone until it manifests. You've got to tell the world what you do, but wait until that thing shows up.
Yep,
That
that's
is
right.
the secret of treating our goals. Because I
Yep.
remember I was asked one day by someone saying that, Elsa, what is your goal? I said, no, sorry, I can't, share my goal with you. And then she said, your goal won't materialize because you don't share. I said, no. If I can share my goal with you, is when that is not going to manifest. I cannot. And please, leaders, ladies and gentlemen, do not be lazy to empower yourself with knowledge. Read books. These things are reflected anywhere. Go into Google. Search for information and empower yourself. It's so nice to know your story. Not for anyone to take advantage of you.
Yes,
Empower
that is true.
yourself with knowledge. Evolve. You cannot have an old mindset when you keep on saying it's a new day, whereas you are old as 2019. It cannot
Yes.
happen.
I want to ask
It
a question.
cannot.
Did you remember your last point, Al? Or you don't? It didn't come to mind right now.
Well, I do have one point. Yeah.
Okay, finish quickly.
So
Time is almost up.
okay. Yeah. Another distraction with the young ones, me too, is phone and social media. It'll help, but you got to be careful what you do, and don't let it get you because it can easily get to you and distract you from what you ultimately want in life. And please, and there may be all those insects and dragonflies around you, and you are not alone. But it's ultimately up to you to get the bug spray and get rid of those insects. Don't get distracted.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
we come to the end, my friend? Or we still have some time?
Yeah, I see here Joshua is like, he's reminding us the time is up. But
Okay.
anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to tell you about our book titled Stormborn. It will be published next month. Please get yourself a copy. This is a book that says a lot about women who threw off shackles and limiting beliefs and barriers. They stepped unapologetically to their life soul of a purpose. So let us be empowered. Get yourself a copy. Let us surround ourselves with like-minded people who will bring the best out of us, not people who will drag us down. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our show. Until we meet again next week, from me and Yvonne and our guest, we say goodbye. We love you.
We love you. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Bonte. Thank you,
Thank
Elsa.
you.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.